RadioOnFireProducts.com and get familiar with as well. Also, I'm planning and gearing up towards some other endeavors, so I want y'all to stay tuned. And again, get familiar. It's your girl, Miss V, host of the V Mix Radio Show, Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 12. And again, like I said, I was networking, I was out, I went to a couple festivals, so I just was, having a good time and still planning towards other things, as far as the V Mix goes. So I'm always working when I'm not working. Shout outs to my sponsor. I want to say shout outs to Maris Lighthouse. She is a eyelash tech, and this is two styles that she has honored me to have. I love them. Very comfortable. This is Riley and Amber. So get familiar with Maris Lighthouse, and you can go to marislighthouse.com, and that's MIRROR lighthouse.com. And not only does she do eyelashes, she also has hair extensions, and I know that's very popular right now. If y'all want to know, no, I don't have any hair extensions, and this is my hair, but Mira's Lighthouse, she does have hair extensions as well, and she does lashes. So please get familiar with my girl. She's the sponsor of today's show. And again, in this package, this is Amber and Riley. So it's several different styles. I think the last pair that I had on was, I forgot the name of it, but go to the website, okay? Go to the website. So that's my girl, Maris Lighthouse. But again, your girl, Miss V, host of the V Mix Radio Show. I'm here on Saturdays. I host on Radio on Fire. Again, y'all can always catch me live 11 a.m. to 12. If you miss an episode, you can go to his website, which is RadioOnFire.com, which is still my website because my show is here. Or you can go to thevmix.com and get familiar. I do put my past shows on thevmix.com, okay? I am gearing up towards something. If I forgot to say shout outs to someone today, make sure you hit me on some comments on my live on Facebook and tell me what I missed, okay? If I missed something, or I missed saying hello or happy birthday, or you want me to say something or say what's up, or anything, go to my comments on Facebook and tell me to say something, okay? Or tell me what I missed or what I forgot. But shout outs to Rockstone. That's another one of my sponsors as well, William Cunningham. And yeah, stay tuned with your girl, Miss V. I got a couple things in store. Again, like I said, the entrepreneur of the month. That's what I'm trying to get out. It's a lot of stuff. This is all on the dome. She see it. This is the dome, okay? All on the dome. So, okay, House of Diamonds. Shout out to House of Diamonds. Miss Sonia Speaks. We will always do entrepreneur of the month or something. I love what she's doing. She's located. Her facility is located 1048 Brantley Avenue. They have a lot of events, right? They got something. I hope she might know. So I'm gonna mess with her. Okay. So. All right, we in a commercial. All right, boom. All right, I just talk so much. All right. What's up, Trey?
Hey.
Hi, boo.
How you doing?
So I will introduce you, and then you can go ahead and introduce yourself again if you want. But this is Trey. She is an entrepreneur. She is owner and founder of Get Stuffed. And if you want to know what Get Stuffed is, it's a healthy cuisine. She's a healthy cuisine chef, and she specializes in American-style dishes. And island Caribbean dishes. And I was gifted today with one of her dishes. I will tell you next Saturday how it tastes. But now you can introduce yourself. You can talk. I talk so much.
Again, my name is Trey. I'm the owner of Get Stuffed. People normally call me Pineapple Lady or just Pineapple. That's what I'm known on the streets as, the Pineapple Lady. Like she said, I specialize in American and Caribbean cuisine. So I also do keto, low carb, any type of request that you have, I can definitely accommodate you. So, this is something that I've been doing for a while now. It's been a passion all my life. I love cooking. It's just something that just comes natural to me. Like being in the kitchen is almost like a therapy. It's therapeutic to me. It's my time to just get away from the world a little bit. It's stressful. However, it's still like once you finish and you see your finished product, it's like, wow, like I just did that. So yeah, it's something that I never want to stop doing. I just want to keep going as far as I can take this, honestly.
All right, so let's talk about keto. Keto got real popular recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell people who is not familiar with keto, what is keto, the keto diet?
Well, the keto diet is pretty strange because the keto diet is, you can almost still have majority of the same stuff, but it just depends on how you're cooking it. Like you can still have waffles and stuff, but we'll have to use like almond flour, something that's just like the flour won't be just the basic all-purpose flour or something like that. Like you can still have deep fried foods, you can still have your meats and different things like that. It just certain ingredients, like for a lot of potato type of things, we use cauliflower. So we would use cauliflower based things. So we use like cauliflower mashed potatoes, cauliflower macaroni and cheese, cauliflower. Like that's like a big part of the keto is like that cauliflower thing. So it like I said, it just ranges who you are and what you want to eat per se for the keto. Because I have some people who are like, I want to do keto, but I don't eat any meat. But then I have some people who are all about meat and they can still do the keto, but it's just about, they can't have the carbs with it. They have to substitute that, like I said, that potato for that cauliflower, or, they can't have some of the vegetables they can't even honestly have anymore either. It's pretty weird, to be honest with you. But last year was my first time sort of like researching it and sort of getting into it myself, because it became so popular, like so sudden, all of a sudden, like, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegan, or, I'm keto. So it's just really interesting to learn about all different scales of eating and everything, so that you can be prepared to, accommodate anybody. Because like I said, everybody eats so different now, and everybody wants to make sure that it's healthy and that it's going to, we all think it's going to help us live a little longer.
Right.
Some people say you ain't going to do nothing but live an extra 2 weeks, but, I want my 2 weeks. I want my little 2 weeks. So, yeah.
Right,
like,
absolutely. So you started out with, did you always start in keto, or you started out with the American and the island
I started
cuisine?
off with the American and the island cuisine.
And why do you enjoy the American and the island cuisine?
Well, American, that's just what
Of
we
course.
hear, right? But then I've traveled a lot too, and I've got a chance to, do some out of country traveling, some, just cruises, just meeting new people, just people coming to Baltimore, and I may just see something that they're doing that's different, and I'm not afraid to ask. And I don't want to compete. I just want to know, like, what's up, what got you into that? Because it looks really good. What's your style? What's your secrets? So I've been into the Caribbean thing, like I said, ever since I started traveling when I was about like 15, 16 years old, and we went to like Jamaica, and we got off the cruise, and I was able to see like all these different types of foods that they were making in different styles, and like this conch salad that they had in this seashell, and I'm like, dang, y'all can just eat it out the seashell.
That sounds good though.
Yeah, and I'm like, dang, that's so cool. So that's what really got my focus on, like, I want my food to, my presentation, it can't just be, in a box.
Here go your greens,
exactly.
here go the starch,
exactly.
here go the meat,
exactly.
and some
like,
bread on the side.
Yeah, I can't have that. Like, I wanted my whole design to be something that we are not actually used to seeing right here in our own city. So that was my overall thing. Like, I want to bring something to the city that we don't have. We don't see, even, it's a lot of great cooks out here. And a lot of them do have great presentation, but you won't get that everywhere. So that's why that's my specialty. Like, I gotta make sure it's looking
pretty.
like something.
And this is looking like something delicious.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So for the people who don't know, your grandmammy, your grandmama, your mama, big mama, I don't know what you call her, but I call that's what they all the things that I say, my grandmammy. That's all, that's who inspired you. So tell us a little bit about your grandmother.
So that started too when I was young. So I had two grandmothers,
Okay. They both cook?
Both cook, exactly, and they both had two completely different styles of cooking as well. So yeah, it was like when I would go to one grandmother's house, she was more of like the soul food, the cabbage, the greens, the barbecue chicken, the grill, and everything. I had another one who was more so like she was just like a chicken and macaroni and cheese, but salad, spaghetti. It was like more like cutesy, like stuff like that. And I learned with both of them though. Like once I got older, or once I was still younger, I learned how to cook breakfast with one, and then I was learning how to cook dinner with the other one. Like I would go here, she would do dinner. The one would only teach me how to do breakfast. But then I would go to my home with my mother, and I would show her my different things, and she like, oh, you can't. Hold up, did you just make that chicken? Like, let me taste it real quick. And I was so young, and she like, you actually doing something, Trey. Like, you actually like, and then it was like, all right, like, let me see what you can do with this. Let me see if I bring some fish home. Let me see if you can fry that up tonight. And then it started to be like no, go ahead, just do your thing. Go ahead downstairs, go ahead cook. Like, and nobody was hounding me. Nobody was like on my back anymore. It was like, go ahead. So I was, tell my grandmother like, hey, I'm a cook. I'm gonna be in here, Sunday dinner, whatever it may have been over for the weekend. I'm gonna be in here cooking with you, and that's just what I did. And she always allowed it, and I just took, everything that she was doing and just watched and just learned and just even down to like the way that she just crusted her pies and made cakes and everything. Like that's where I get my presentation from. Like each little pinch had to be perfect all the way around. So yeah, I just love everything from her. And
So everybody, obviously, I feel like I can cook, but I'm not a chef.
Mhm.
I can cook though. I feel like I can do the turkey. I can. But you laughing? Diamond said, I can cook. Like I can feed my family. You know what I'm saying? And it will be healthy. You know what I'm saying? My kid might be raised off of like avocado and chia seeds. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I'm a chef because I'm not really good at cooking everything. So that's what I feel like a chef is.
And that's what you got to do. You got to be willing to open up and learn, and you got to be willing to experiment. Even stuff that sometimes we don't even like to eat some things. Like it's some meats I don't like veal and certain things like that. I'm not the biggest fan, but you know what? I'll cook it, and
you can cook everything.
Exactly.
So that's my question. Right. You know how to cook everything?
I pretty much know how to cook.
Wait, can you bake?
I can bake.
I cannot. I think I can make some brownies from the box.
No, I can cook. I can bake. I can really do it. Pretty much a little bit of anything. And like I said, that was another thing that my grandmother did. She was also a baker too, so she did cakes and she baked them for the neighborhoods too at the time. Okay. So I would watch, and it was like when she stopped doing it, the neighborhood was sad. And it was like, what you mean you're not making cakes no more? What you mean you're not doing pies no more? So it was like, dang, I see the hurt from everybody. Like, and then I realized like she took pride in what she did, and that's something that I learned to do too. Like you can't just be in here just throwing some stuff in a box talking about here goes some pie, here goes some pound cake. Nah, like it makes a difference when that love is in it, when that in-home baking, and you took 10 hours to do this for me, like that makes all the more difference, So that's what I like to do.
So that's a chef. They got to know how to cook everything, right?
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Nothing boxed.
Nothing
from
boxed.
scratch.
From scratch. I love doing everything. I just had somebody who actually said to me the other day, I cooked at this place called DDL on Bel Air Road sometimes.
I heard of DDL.
And the person said, hey, are you up there cutting up those potatoes to make the fries? And it was just basic, just fries. And I said, yeah. He said, I haven't had like homemade fries in so long, and it just did something to the man. Like, and I'm like, yeah. And it was just like, so you didn't just take these out the freezer and just drop them in the grease? And I'm like, nah. I'm up there rinsing my potatoes off, cutting them up, seasoning them up, dropping them in the oil. Like, I'm up here doing everything. Like, yeah, I really enjoy scratch. Like, gotta be fresh, gotta be from scratch. Like, I love it. Like my broccoli, I'm not really don't get me wrong, if I have to do something quick, fast, in a hurry, I gotta go to the frozen food real quick, got to.
So that's cool.
Yeah,
so
but if I got that time and I know, like, no, I'm going in there and get me a broccoli crown, I'm gonna cut it up, I'm gonna steam it down, I'm gonna wash it real, like, I love that feeling, I love it.
So how did you hook up with Miss Sonia Speaks, House of Diamonds?
Well, actually, I was invited to cook for an event last August, and I got to the event, it turned out really well, and from there, I didn't know, I just thought it was just that event, and I would go home and that was it. And from there, she reached back out to me and was like, how about you come back and do another event? And then from there, it was like, I started doing multiple events, and then I started building more of a relationship with the entire House of Diamonds. Like, it's so much love in that whole area, in that whole house. Like, I was just sitting there telling Miss Sonia like yesterday or the day before, like this House of Diamonds is something that no one should ever take for granted, because before August, before I came there for that one event, I was like this, like nobody still really knew of me, nobody even really heard of me. I was trying everything, I was going to other events, I was posting up and everything, but now I got like real support, love, like, people that got me here with you today, like this would have never happened, so it's just like that's another whole emotional thing right there.
We're not gonna cry. We're going, because I cry with
really
you.
I feel real, like.
So you definitely would recommend people to reach out to the House of Diamonds.
What? Like, that's not even a question.
So having that support, how important is it, that person that share a flyer for you that would put a comment on the page?
It makes so much more sense, and it's so much more important, and I wish people would understand that it's not, like it's not just a share, it's not just a like, it's you're helping somebody with something that they're trying to get to, and you don't even realize it. And I wish people would realize that, like, don't just say, oh, I'm just clicking the button. Like, no, you're helping someone. You don't know what that person is doing to get where they're going and why they need to get where they're going. You know what I mean? So having the support, having the system, having the team, having the love, it means a whole lot. And I just want everybody to know that if you don't have any love, you feel like you're lonely, HOD is where you need to go. That's that.
I done called Miss Sonia several times.
Oh yes, definitely.
She like,
Yep.
Okay, now get up and keep going.
Exactly,
Okay.
yes.
So being an entrepreneur, is that like a second thing that came with loving to cook? Because you went to school for hospitality.
Yes.
Do you feel like chefs need to go to school for hospitality? Do you feel like...
No, not really. It's really all about your passion. You know what I mean? Like you can, like you said, you like to cook, but you don't
cook
it's
every,
exactly
I can't do
right.
every...
And,
I know I probably
but it's
could.
cooking really your passion though.
No.
Yeah, see what
I
I'm
want
saying?
to talk my ears. I want to talk.
So that's what I'm saying. So like if you're just like you can have somebody who never went to a basketball camp a day in their life, but for some reason can't nobody touch this person, and he done made it all the way to the top without even touching that camp.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
just something that's in you. You know what I mean? Some people just naturally have what they want and what they love inside of them. So yeah, it's like you don't have to do it. Then I tell that. Just like people say, oh, you got to go to college for this. You know what? It sounds good, sounds amazing, looks good on paper. However, it will be a little struggle. It will be a little harder, but people do it every day. People are making their way to the top and paving their way to the top every day without going to school, without having this big time 9 to 5. They're making a way without it. You know, they're doing something different.
So entrepreneurship. So you want to be into cooking for a very long time. Was it kind of second nature to be an entrepreneur? Because right now a lot of people are struggling with it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I push entrepreneurship so heavy, and that has been my like focal for the VMix, is because when everything is said and done, what can you exchange? What service can you offer? And so that's why I kind of push entrepreneurship. That's just my opinion, you know.
Right.
But was that always something that you did, like you wanted to do? I should say not did, that you wanted to do, is be an entrepreneur as far as like get stuff. How did get started?
Well, no, honestly, as I was, you know, coming through my teens to my 20s, I always knew that I wanted to run my own company, but I wanted it to be like entertainment, events, and all those different types of things. And honestly, my overall goal in life is to own my own bed and breakfast. And within that, I want to have different events still, and I want to be able to cook for my guests. And, you know, it's like a whole circle of different things that I just want in this one place for myself. But it's just, being an entrepreneur is just, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard, but it's definitely
it's bad.
Yeah, it's something that I wanted, but it was something that I was also scared of wanting. And then it took me, honestly, I worked at Verizon for about 7 to 8 years, and it took them to lay me off for me to see just how fast, like, I was busting my butt, worked my way up from just a regular floor person to a regular manager to the store manager, and just for them to turn around and snatch all of that away and lay the whole company or lay the whole department off. And I'm like, dang, somebody can just tell me how much I'm worth as it is and then just snatch it all away just like that. And that was my, stop thinking about it, Trey. Just go ahead and do it. And from there, from 2014, now it's 2019, I have not had a job, like, as far as a 9 to 5.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Fucking nations. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. It's been real. It hurts a lot because, you know, you want people to understand you, and you want people to understand, like, hey, I may not be able to have this and that all the time, but what I got right here is going to take me so much further. And I you know what I mean? It's something that you just can't explain to anybody if they don't have the mindset, or they're not even eager to try to see what it feels like. They'll never understand, and that's the only way I can tell people. You'll never understand.
Entrepreneurship is emotional for real. Like, it's so many different, because it's your time, it's your passion, like you said. Even with the VMix, I had my moments, and I'm like, y'all just don't understand. I'm not doing this just to be. This is not a fame thing. It's a level of responsibility that I have to see my niece and nephew through. Like it's something that we need to build. That calming unity. You know what I'm saying? So I take it serious.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it starts off rocky, and things don't always go as planned. But you've been doing good, and I love that because when I kept seeing Miss Sonia post them pineapple, I said, what is this? Pineapple? I said, yo, I gotta get me one. But I was always leaving here, going somewhere else, trying to network, go there. But congratulations, you did it, and you're gonna keep doing it. So what would you tell the person that is scared to leave? I'm one of the ones that I love my job, I love what I do, but I know it's gonna come a time where I'm gonna have to or I'm not even me. It's going to change. Right. You know how the Most High do. Yeah. He be like, okay, you're not going. All right, boom. Yeah. You know how he do. So it's like, what would you tell that person? Because that just do it. What would you tell that person? Do you got to get ready for that, or you just how that transition?
I would tell somebody or anybody like, it's going to be scary. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be scary. It's going to be rough, but believe in yourself. Like, if nothing else in this world, if nobody else can listen to you, if nobody else wants to listen to you, if nobody else thinks that you got it, you got to know that you got it. And you got to know that you worth more. And, like, that's it. Yeah, that's just true. It. You just got to know that you got it. And nobody can take what you got away from you. And that's just that.
So how do we get stuffed?
Well, how do you get stuff? You, like I say, you follow me on IG, whatever. Find something on my page that you like. Let me know what it is, and I'll just stuff it to the gods for you.
So why to get stuffed? How did you come up with the name? Why did you want stuffed food?
So, that's so that was another thing. So I love, like, putting food in food. So I like to put food in food. So like I said, I originally, like, that pineapple thing was like, just cute, classy, something cute for everybody. And then it was like, I want to stuff everything, like, chicken.
So you did start off with the pineapples?
Yeah, I started with the pineapples, and I was like, just stuffing the crap out of them, just putting anything, like, all types of mixing in, steak, chicken, lamb, turkey, like, anything. Like, what you want, I will make it. Like, and have so many people, like people eat so different. And I'm like, making them, and sometimes people are like, what is that? And I'm like, it's not for you. Don't worry about it. And I would give it to the person who they would be tearing it up. And I would be looking too, like, you want this? And they would be like, yeah, just put it all in the pineapple. I'm like, I'll put all of it in there. I'm like, okay. So that was my thing. Like, I just enjoyed doing that. But like I said, I stuff lobster tail. I stuff the chicken. I do the lamb chops. I stuff them up. I do stuff crab, stuff shrimp, like anything. I do. I just started practicing on these little stuffed chicken and waffles that I'm doing. So I'm put the daggone chicken wing, like, stuffed it into the waffle.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I've been practicing on that, and I just try to get real creative. Just anything, just to stuff it. But yeah. But I did start with the pineapples though.
So what's your essentials to get creative? Like, what is your playlist? What do you listen to? Who are you listening to right now? Like, what do you do to keep a clear mind?
Honestly, I'm working on trying to keep a clear mind. I'm still learning myself trying to learn how to keep a clear mind, because it's tough. Like, it's just tough. It just is tough. That's it. And I listen right now, my man Glizzy. If I ain't got no Glizzy on, Shy Glizzy does keep me, like, rocking out right now, because, it's just sometimes you just, I know a lot of the stuff that he even rap about, I'm not even about that life, but I just be in the comments.
He said, I ain't about that life, but I feel like
I'll be in there like, yo, I'm about to do what? Like, it's like, so that does definitely keep my motivation going, keep me feeling like I'm untouchable right now. Like, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna do this. Like, what? Call me up. You want 12 pineapples in how long? All right, bet. Like, I put my apron on and get the going.
So you get big orders like that.
Yeah, I get.
So you do gourmet, like, people. I'm not going. Yeah, that obviously. I mean, catering.
Yes.
So you cater. Oh.
Yeah, I cater and everything. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what is next? You said you wanted a B&B, bed and breakfast. So that's so different from what you're doing now.
Well, it's different from what I'm doing now, but it all falls into the hospitality field. So,
okay.
Like, I want the bed and breakfast, but like I said, eventually, I'll have, like, even right now, I'm going to have to get help as far as people helping me just to like load my car. Like when I'm catering, I need servers. I need people to just like be here as a sous chef behind my back. Like, here, just peel these shrimp, just cut this chicken up, just cut these peppers up, while I'm doing the big things. So like eventually I'm going to need that help. And
say that out loud. What we need for her, because it's growing. Get Stuff is growing. We need interns.
Yes, exactly.
Right now it might not be a lot, but it's
Yep.
going to be exposure. It's going to be support. You know what you build it when you do that?
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
So you need interns, right?
Yes. Yep.
She needs to start off right now. She needs 2 interns. So hit her up on IG at Food Get Stuffed. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's the plug for that one. All right.
What was I saying?
We were talking about how it's getting big, where it's small work, it's big work, but you're working on a bed and breakfast. I said,
So like eventually, like once I get that help, I would want people to cook my food inside the bed and breakfast. You know what I mean? To have for the guests inside of that, and also like I wouldn't want like I don't want to go too deep into like how my whole vision of it is, but like it wouldn't be your normal old school bed and breakfast. Like this will be something.
Is there any bed and breakfast? Yeah, of course there's a lot left, but like Baltimore, that's really popular. That people talk. Well, somebody tell me any bed and breakfast. That would be lit. That would be good.
So I definitely want to bring that here too. So I mean, I know we have some here already, but like I said, everything that I got in my mind, you always think my design's gonna be this shit,
right? So all right, so you had the Food Get Stuff. You kind of came up because you was like, look, I'm working on stuff and things. So in addition to you being a cook, is there anything else you want people to know about you, Trey? That means order the Food Get Stuff. She do catering.
Yeah, I mean, I do catering. Order up anytime. I mean, if you ever have any questions, or you just want to talk, or you just randomly just want to try some food or something, just got some questions about different things on my menu, feel free to contact me, reach out to me. I'm a nice, calm, cool, collected
So what's the craziest thing a person ever asked you to cook? Was it something that you was like, I can't do it? Or do people expect for you to keep, like, have anybody reached out to you and say they want you to prepare their meal diet or anything like that?
Well, yeah, when I do like meal preps and everything like that.
So you have done that too? That's good.
I do meal preps too, yeah. So people like, I always do meal preps like every week for real. I get like 2 or 3 orders for meal preps. So some people are just keto, some people are just like, I just want to just eat healthy, just whatever it is, it doesn't matter, it's just healthy. And then you got your people that's just like, I don't want to eat healthy, I just don't want to cook all week, just put anything in the thing. So, some people, they just don't want to cook throughout the week. So, but it's fun, and
so nothing crazy.
No, it's nothing too crazy. No, cool, it's just fun to me.
It's
like I don't get nothing.
That's good.
Yeah, so I haven't really had anything to. The only thing I do get is people who may just sort of ask like those questions sometimes. That's like, I just may have just put up a post that said, "Hey, I'm open," and then somebody will call me and say, "Hey, you open?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I just now said I was open, but like that's the only thing like I get. But like even then, I'm still just like, I just think it's funny sometimes. Like, yeah, but.
Do you have any events coming up or any vendor event that they can come and meet you or get your stuffed pineapple?
I have to look on my calendar. I don't have it with me right now.
Okay, that's cool.
Auntie has us like writing stuff down now.
Good.
So yeah, instead of trying to use this phone thing, so I've been trying to write stuff down in my book. But I know I have something coming up. Like I believe like the 20th of this month coming up. Yeah, I should have something, a healing event that we do at HOD.
So HOD. So get familiar with the House of Diamonds on IG. So I know Miss Sonia did a post. She did a post of a couple events coming up. So did you any like House of Diamonds? I just love them. I think that's it. So your playlist is glitchy. Any crazy DMs? How is your dating life like? Do people come in your DMs with some crazy stuff, or no. Would you recommend dating social media online, or like what's up with your dating life?
Well, my dating life is it's not good, and
I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't bring this
up. No, it's fine. It is what it is, and
it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
2019, whatever. It's just
so hard. It is
hard. people and what they think and their expectations of relationship and women just in general, it's just, it's hard. I'm not dating either.
So I'm just out here just trying to just cope with myself right now for a couple of weeks, months, years, however long it takes, and just stay focused. I'm just trying to keep my focus. Well, I am going to keep my focus with my business, but I'm trying to keep my focus on just, other things. Because like I said, I can smile every day and I can run my business every day, but we still human beings as entrepreneurs. It's not only the entrepreneurship that we got to deal with. It's still
not at all
everything else that's in the world. So, I'm just trying to
Are you into politics?
No. Not at all.
You said not at all, V.
No,
I can see why. I mean, I studied this since high school. I'm not into it that much either, but I'm into it because I know I gotta watch it.
Right?
Yeah.
I definitely try to look it up and research it. I try not to not be too ignorant about it, but I just still.
It's just like, do you vote?
Oh yes, I definitely vote now. Definitely going.
Because a lot of people be like, I had a couple guys to like, it's bluff, that's it's not important. They do what they want. They all work together.
Right. So
I think they do. I think they did all work together. But I do vote because we couldn't vote, so it got to be important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do it. I still vote for sure all the time. Any opportunities we got to go vote, I'm going to vote. That's why I say those are the only times that I open up and actually will type in whoever we voting for and versus just to get some information. Then once this all done, I'm logged out. Don't actually come back until the next time we got to vote again.
How you feeling about Pooh?
Oh man,
Did any opinion on Pooh?
I mean, I honestly, I'm just upset just because it's I feel like y'all just did the same thing back. We just had Dixon in here, then you came in, then we got looking crazy as the black women. They got us in the office, then y'all came double fuck. Y'all could have did something else. That's the only.
And
thing.
make it look like they representing us all. They don't even realize that they always put you in the box.
Yep, exactly, and that's. I don't know what her reason was why she, like I said, I don't know. I ain't here to judge nobody, but dang, they just could have did something a little different than that. That's the only thing I feel about it. It definitely could have been something else that you could have went after and did, especially representing us as a whole. You made us look
crazy.
Yep.
I'm going to go to a quick break and we're going to come back and play at least 1 or 2 trivia games. You're going to drop your contact information and then I'm going to see you soon.
All right.
And then I'm going to come back next Saturday and tell them how popping this Get Stuff Pineapple is. Your girl, Miss V, host of the V Mix Radio Show. I have your girl, Trey, Get Stuffed. She specializes in American cuisines, island cuisines. She is about to open up a bed and breakfast. I already look. You hear me? You got to open up a bed and breakfast. I need y'all to get familiar. I need y'all to go on IG right now and follow Food Get Stuff. She does catering. She do meal preps. That is popping. That's lit. Yes. She do meal preps. So I want y'all to get familiar with Food Get Stuff. We'll be right back. We're going to play a little trivia. Watch this commercial. Stay lit, y'all.
Niggas stay tryna holler. Nigga, you ain't even got a bottle. Nigga, you ain't even throw a dollar. And I ain't talking $20. Got bills and a bitch got kids. Plus rent due, it's expensive where I live. I need a couple outfits, Lubies on my feet. New nail do, we being pretty ain't cheap, nigga. So is you giving coin or you bluffing? Cause I ain't tryna talk to you for nothing. And just in case you couldn't get the hint, no you can't get no pussy. Can't pay a bitch rent. Broke niggas talking, get it from me. Niggas always talk about the money. And the niggas always saying that they love me. Oh, you love me? Shit, come pay a bitch rent. 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 You love me? what you drive? Nigga, Polly in the Honda. And it's probably baby mama. I ain't looking for a servant, need a boss. Type when I need it, all I do is call. It's a full bag, he just buy it all. And the money ain't the only thing the nigga got long, goddamn. So is you give a coin or you bluffing? Cause I ain't tryna talk to you for nothing. And just in case you couldn't get the hint, no you can't get no pussy, can't pay a bitch rent. Broke niggas talk and get it from me. Niggas always talk about the money. And the niggas always saying that they love me. Oh you love me? Shit, come pay a bitch rent. 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 You love me? Shit, come pay a bitch rent.
Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit RadioOnFire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit RadioOnFire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today.
It's Miss V, host of the V Mix Radio Show. I'm here 11 a.m. to 12 noon with Trey. Get stuffed. We're gonna play a trivia game. What's up, Trey?
What's up?
So I want y'all to get familiar with Trey before we get into this trivia game. She is on IG as Food Gets Stuffed. Again, she does meal preps. She does catering. She cooks to order, of course, and she got a lot of things coming up. So we want to get into this trivia. And what else? Save the date, May the 21st, right? You will be a vendor, right?
Yes.
You're going to be a vendor. So save the date, May the 21st. She will be posting that soon on her IG. So stay tuned for that and get familiar with that, of course, so you can go out and get you a stuffed pineapple, okay? Okay? Because I'll tell y'all about my stuffed pineapple next Saturday, okay? So next Saturday, I'm going to keep talking real quick. Next Saturday, I have Sheila, Bedroom Candies by Sheila. We're going to get into her consulting business, of course, and as to why and the importance of it, I see why not talk about something that's very popular nowadays. And so Bedroom Candy will be here next Saturday. That's a May the 11th by Sheila. Bedroom Candies by Sheila. So get familiar with Sheila as well. She does vendor events and things of that nature. So I want to say that she's on IG as Sheila Tibbs. So you can go on IG and follow her as well. But I will be posting about her coming on the show this weekend. So get familiar with her next Saturday. So I will be here next Saturday. But anyway, so Trey, so you like to cook. You said it's pretty much nothing you don't like to cook. That's crazy. You've been cooking since you was a kid. So your favorite, if you was to watch a kid show, what would it be? Would it be kind of like a cooking kid show?
Yeah, definitely like a cooking kid show.
Okay, okay. So, all right, so trivia. You got to pick which, I want to say which food show you will go on. Because there's so many right now. When I looked at, I didn't even know which ones to jot down. But I just pulled some 4 popular ones. Hell's Kitchen, Diners, Drive-Ins, Chef's Table, and Ramsey Kitchen Nightmares. Which one would you visit? Or which one would you try? Yeah, which one would you visit? Which one would you try to create on your own?
Chef's Table I would visit. And I think Hell's Kitchen I would try to create on my own.
So what about the diners? Would you ever do a diner, like a drive-in? That's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool. It's like
Or like a
old
food
fashioned.
truck.
I would definitely consider doing a food truck. It
You
would
would
just
do it?
depend on where I'm located. Like, yes, that's a lot of overhead. That's a lot of everything, and you gotta figure out where you're gonna park it at on these city streets and everything, and if you can park there and all this other stuff. So I just think that to have a food truck, it's cool here, but I think I would go somewhere else if I had to actually have a food truck and be mobile and stuff. But
Okay,
yeah.
so you have any favorite cooking shows?
Not really favorite, but like I said, I like the little Top Chef, but with the kids though, the kids that are just in there cooking and creating stuff. You just
That
be
do be
like,
so
and
cute.
yeah, it's just like wow, like.
Do you think about yourself?
I did.
When you was a kid, like, oh my God, that's how it was.
Yeah.
So tell us what you need to tell us, because we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to eat this pineapple. Tell us, you got May the 21st. We need you to save that date.
Yes.
Also, you have a website?
I don't have a website. Just follow me on Instagram and on Facebook right now. That's something that I'll work on in the future as far as a website.
That's easy.
Yeah, I gotta get some actual menus that I want to start putting them out on these different places.
I have some. You make sure you give me some too. I'll put them up
All right,
too.
cool. Yeah, so that's
Anything you want us to know about Trey before we out?
Nope, I'm just a normal entrepreneur that's just out here just trying to make it to the top. That's it.
That's what I can ask you to close out the show. This would be a perfect one. How important it is to be an entrepreneur.
It's very important. It just teaches you all about yourself, and overall at the end you can just say that you did it and it's all yours. Like, that's your baby. Everything that you worked on, everything that you raised to get to the top, like nobody can really take that back from you. That's it. It's just important.
Trey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Congratulations on
Thank you.
everything. And
Thank you.
please include me on this food journey, because I'm a
I will.
foodie, okay?
Yes.
So I see y'all next Saturday with Bedroom Candy by Sheila. And the Saturday after that, I have a guest as well, official live. So stay tuned with the VMix. If you're interested in being a guest on the VMix, hit me up on IG as well. You can DM me. You can slide in my DMs, or you can go to the vmix@gmail.com. Stay tuned. I got some events coming up. If you want to get familiar with my playlist or artists that been to the show, you can go to the vmix.com. Stay tuned for volume 2 of the artists that been to the VMix. I am going to have a second playlist as well, dropping in June. So get familiar with that. Also, stay tuned. I have an event that I will be announcing very soon. I'm just trying to work out some kinks. Shout out to all my friends, all my family, all my sponsors. Shout out to everybody birthday today. Who birthday today? What's we get? Aries still? What we got? Tauruses?
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Taurus. Shout out to all the. We just left the Aries. Shout out to the Aries. Happy birthday to everybody. Stay safe, okay? Get familiar with yourself. Entrepreneurship is fun. No, everybody can't do it, because it is like a what's the word for it? You gotta have the stamina for it.
Yeah.
You gotta have the stamina for it. So I just want to push some type of service because when it get boiled down to it, what can you exchange? What are, who are you? What do you stand for? It's gonna get to a point in the world it's gonna get like that. But I'm your girl, Miss V, host of the V Mix. If you're interested in kicking it with me, like I said, hit me up on thevmix@gmail.com. Get familiar with me on IG at thevmix 2X's, and I'm out. I'll see y'all next Saturday. Okay. Shout out to Radio on Fire. You know what I'm sharing? You know what I'm sharing? Every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12. Oh, we got to get some pictures.